All right, in this video, I want to introduce you to a WordPress plugin called SERP Shaker. So SERP Shaker is a tool that I use to give me a massive amount of leverage when going after these long tail keywords. SERP Shaker is a tool that was originally created for mass page creation for local types of sites and keywords and stuff. And basically what it's able to do is rapidly create hundreds or thousands of different posts and pages within a matter of seconds. So SERP Shaker style sites are another reason why I highly recommend a web host solution like Host60, because if you're building these massive sites of thousands and thousands of pages and you've got several of these types of sites, your typical hosting like Bluehost or HostGator, it's probably going to time out or crash, or they're going to force you to upgrade to some sort of a dedicated hosting, which is going to run you hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month. And Host60 has a lot better solutions, and they're going to be a lot more affordable than that, and they're just going to allow you to create these types of sites if you choose. But I use SERP Shaker for being able to crank out posts that have all my hundreds or thousands of different keywords in them. So I don't typically use it for local keywords and city, state, zip, and things like that. But I'm going to show you just an overview and kind of highlight some of the ways that I use SERP Shaker. So it's basically like a suite of a whole bunch of different tools in one, and its main feature is to publish hundreds or thousands of sites with a click of a button based on whatever short codes you have typed in, and it supports spun articles and things like that. So basically you would start with short codes, and short codes are the keyword list that you would type in, and you can add a short code for a list of keywords. And to do that, you would just click add short code, give it a name, and then copy and paste your keywords in here. I like to have mine proper case or capitalized. When you use most keyword tools, they're going to be lowercase, but I like to run them through a free tool like caseconverter.com that can capitalize the keywords, so that when these titles or these words get indexed, the pages will be capitalized and whatnot. They're not going to be indexed in the search engines with all this lowercase text, because to me that looks a little unprofessional. So how we insert these short codes into our posts that we're going to be creating is we'd have our post here, and then just to insert the short codes, we'd come up here to this little shortcode icon, click the short code that we want, and then if we want to add that to the title as well, we can copy and paste this in the title. And what this short code is going to do, what SERP Shaker is going to do once you build these pages, is it's basically going to take whatever content is in this post, whether it's the same article or a spun article, and it's going to create posts or pages for however many keywords are in this particular shortcode. So if you have like 1,000 keywords plugged into this particular shortcode, then it's going to create 1,000 pages. So here are the settings that I use when I'm creating my SERP Shaker pages. So I also have WP Zero Bounce installed, so that's very important. It's a back button redirect script. So if I'm creating this series of pages or posts about, let's say, lead pages or some other software, then I would want to make sure that my lead pages affiliate link is going to be plugged into this WP Zero Bounce section. And then as I'm making changes along the way, I'm just going to be saving my draft over and over again. If I want to stuff in some tags, you can do that. But up here at the top, the only things I basically select are backdate, and then enter in how many days in the past I want to have this have these pages or posts created. So the neat thing about this feature is, instead of publishing all these same posts or pages on the same day, which looks a little fishy in the eyes of Google, we can have SERP Shaker, when it's creating this massive list of posts or pages, manipulate and edit the date that these posts are published, so you can backdate the post, and it spreads the publishing date out over however many posts or pages are being created. So if there's 1,000 and you backdate it like 300 days, then it's going to publish all 1,000 of those posts somewhere in the past between 300 days and today, if that makes sense. So once we have that selected and we've saved our post or a page, we'll just click build pages, and it will build those out. It usually takes a couple minutes depending on how many pages it has to build. The other feature I like with SERP Shaker is the ad manager. So what's really cool, so the ad manager kind of works like short codes, but it gives you the ability to create ads, and it's kind of like the same concept of masking a domain. So the benefit of using this ad manager and the short codes that go along with it is I can create a short code, copy and paste in a banner here and then click create ad, and you can edit these in the future, and then I can drop that short code for that banner in my articles that are in my poster pages that are being created. So that's cool in and of itself. But again, if I ever need to come back in the future after these pages, these thousands of pages are created, and swap out that banner, maybe because I don't want to promote it anymore, maybe I got banned from that, particular product or affiliate network, or maybe I just want to split test it between different other offers, then I can come back in, edit that banner, and then edit the link that it's going to, the hyperlink, or I can edit the actual banner itself as well. I can swap that out as well, and then it's going to update those banners across all of my posts and pages that have that particular short code embedded. So it's really cool. So those are a couple of the features that I use. There are other features to SERPshaker, but those are just the ones that I primarily use and how I use SERPshaker. So again, I use it to help me save time when creating lots and lots of articles about a variety of different long tail keywords. Instead of stuffing the keywords into a WordPress post, which is kind of spammy, at least this creates actual articles, and you can have the long tail keywords in the title, and I sprinkle it usually throughout the post or page that I'm creating. So believe it or not, when I first got started doing this strategy, I was manually copying and pasting the same article over and over and over again, even though I had SERPshaker, because I wasn't thinking and using the tool in this way. I was just thinking that it can only be used for local keywords and that sort of thing. But copy and pasting, even though that sounds simple, if you're doing that hundreds and thousands of times, it can be kind of exhausting and cramp up your hand and whatnot. So SERPshaker, with just a couple clicks, it can do that same thing in just a couple of seconds. So it's a massive time saver, and I highly recommend it. It's only about $100, so highly recommend you pick that up, and you can use it on all of your sites.